Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to do, finally, after months of waiting, because it's been on the long wait list for a long time, we're finally getting to The Godfather Part 2. It took me a while to get the first one edited and up, and I had The Godfather Part 2 on my list since before I got it watched. I did all three at the same time. I put them on the list. So I've been waiting that long for part two. Hopefully this does not take me too long to edit. Editing seems to take forever. The last movie that was over 3 hours was Fiddler, or almost 3 hours, was Fiddler on the Roof, and that one took me much longer than I anticipated to watch or edit. So uh, almost forgot to plug the plug the laptop in. So at any rate, I've had the DVD for a week now. I think I got it Monday or Tuesday, and have not had a chance to watch it. This weekend is really not the best weekend either. My friend's birthday is this weekend, so we're actually going to brunch and a movie tomorrow. We're going to go watch Eternals, and I needed to get Breaking Bad and Black Summer watched because I won't have a chance to do it next weekend. So I was trying to get as much done as I could. They're supposed to start my deck this week. They were supposed to start it a long time ago, but the lumber finally came. They didn't come this week, so hopefully they're coming Monday. But I'm also working 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. next week. So timing wise, I don't know if I'll get a chance to record things before next weekend. Next weekend, I'm going to the Penn State Michigan game. So I'm having to multitask. I know there are people out there that hate it, and that's just too bad. If I don't multitask, you're not getting it. So, it's take your pick. So, plus 3.5 hours, that's a long time to hold my attention. I can't hold my attention that long. So, having something to do is actually going to be good for me. So, we will kind of go from there. The first one I liked. Oh, and hopefully the earbuds stay charged the whole way through. We'll see how that goes. um, they only last about 3.5 hours being active the entire time. The first one I liked. It was okay. I didn't see what all the big deal was about it, but that's all right. And there were some things I wasn't able to follow. If there's too many characters to have to learn names and relationships and all that kind of stuff, I do have a hard time following. So the fact that I'm multitasking, hopefully that doesn't interfere too much. Hopefully there's not a lot of new folks in this one. The son has taken over the business. The son that did not want to be in the family business to begin with. My laptop was sitting crooked. It was driving me nuts. The front of it has a slight V to it, and I like it to sit flat, and it doesn't always sit flat. Ignore that right there. That's my new chimney cap. My other one got blown off last year, shortly after the earthquake. So this is the new one to replace that one. Hopefully getting that up this week. So the son's taken over the business. He's kind of become cold-hearted. They being the other groups, murdered his wife. That's about all I can remember. That, and the last name is, or the father's name was Don Carleone. Carleone. I can't remember it. Something like that. And I can't remember any of the sons' names, or the daughter's name, or much else. It's been that long. So let's go ahead and get this watched. I, again, apologize for multitasking, but if I don't do it, you're not getting the reaction. So let's go ahead and see what's going to happen in this one. 3.5 hours. Hope I make it. And I don't have my contacts in. Looks like I'm going to be somewhat in the way for part of it. I'm just going to have to be in the way. So, oh well. There, adjusted a little bit. Hopefully that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit too. We got the same music. He's so young there. It's so hard to get used to. Starting off the same way we did with the first one, aren't we? Except it's the son. What is his name? Steven? I can't remember. Looks like we're back in Italy. Corleone, Sicily. Okay. I didn't realize Corleone was a city in Sicily. Did they even say that in the first one? Did they just drop the coffin? Now that's not cool. But Vito was the Don in the first movie. So is the second movie more about how Vito came to power rather than about the son taking over? So his immigration to the U.S. My great-great-grandfather from Shaka, Sicily, came over in 1893, I believe. He was born in 88. I believe he was 11 when he came over. Oh, 93 wouldn't be right. 99. Can't do math anymore. I think I've decided when I retire, I'm going to register with the film company in Wilmington, or I think there's one in Boone, to be an extra. Just do that for my retirement.
Vito Andolini from Corleone.
That often happened. Names changed. It's part of my brick wall on my father's paternal line. So it was the grandson that we saw in the first one.
A special arrangement to honor their host, Mr. Michael Corleone.
Michael. So they must have been telling us Vito's history so that we know that what's coming up is this other organization from Sicily.
However, it will leave you with one little technical problem.
So apparently news got out that wasn't supposed to get out.
Because I intend to squeeze you. I don't like your kind of people.
That's a mistake.
You come out to this clean country in your oily hair, dressed up in those silk suits. You try to pass yourselves off as decent Americans.
Greasy hair and silk suits is
We're both part of the same hypocrisy.
very rude.
But I want your answer and the money by noon tomorrow. Senator.
I have a feeling he's going to be
You can have my answer now if you like.
dead or removed.
Nothing.
Now, Fredo was the one, the entertainment one, right?
Okay, boy.
Al, would you please get him a drink?
Was this the sister that was being abused?
Your divorce isn't dry yet, and you're getting married. Connie.
Yeah, Connie. She is the one that was abused.
I don't know this Merle.
Seems to me she wants to forget her life. I was going to say, how much is he going to go to control her? Because that doesn't make him much better if that's the case. Which, if he's controlling the money, then he is controlling her. A little too drunk? Or is it the heels? They call alcohol a truth serum for a reason. Well, it's good to see he's still with her. Does she know about the wife in Sicily? Please tell me she didn't get shot. She got shot. She's not moving. Or hit by shrapnel. Oh, okay. I have a feeling if Kate dies, there'll be no going legitimate for him. No reason for him to go legitimate.
Very, very frighteningly botched. But your people in Rockwell near you, they had something to do with it.
Somebody had to open his curtains. That was Frida's wife, right?
Who's after the business?
I could help you.
At least he's saying bye to the kid before he leaves. He looks like a family member of the guy in the very beginning.
Carla, va tiene la ca. Che betta.
Is he going to save that man's daughter? That's how he gets the idea to not necessarily be a mob boss, but become one. You gonna look and see what you're hiding? Ah,
A mia mi pare magari malo. Diriti.
he's gonna have to fire him to hire the guy's nephew.
E io uno scordo.
He's showing his diplomacy. He sees an opportunity to protect the Italians and take care of Fanucci's greed. He's just gotta do it at the right moment.
Per favore, Vito.
Is por favor also Italian? I know it's Spanish. Is he gonna work for him and get in that way? Careful. Must be a trap door under the rug. It's the cops. Is he gonna tell him to be straight with him? Who's stealing the carpet? Are we back to Michael? Was just checking the Penn State score. I knew the game should have ended by now. We won. Yay! We should have beat them. Good thing we did. It was supposed to be a fancy car in its time, wasn't it?
Hyman's in there. I was just making some lunch. Would you like a tuna sandwich?
Visiting Hyman Roth.
No, thank you.
I loved baseball ever since Arnold Rothstein fixed the World Series in 1919.
Fixed it, eh?
And Pentangeli is a dead man. You don't object?
These small potatoes.
Was that a test to see if he objected to him killing him?
It was Hyman Roth that tried to have me killed.
Is he trying to bring down his defense walls? So I don't know which side he's playing. I don't know if he's playing Hyman Roth or if he's playing that guy. I think he's playing that guy, but I don't know now. Is that Frito?
Frito, this is Johnny.
I'm learning. Well, I'd say that plan went to hell.
When I woke up, I was on the floor. And I don't know how it happened.
Who's that guy?
I'll fix it.
Oh, is that Connie?
And I know that I could not have hurt that girl.
This girl has no family. Nobody knows that she worked here.
Oh, it's not Connie. Okay. So that's Tom, right? Am I getting the names right? The brother that's not really a brother? Hi, Jojo. You want to watch Godfather Part 2?
Yes?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Corleone.
Kay. Kate. I don't know what K is short for. Catherine. Mr. Roth.
Mr. President. Yes.
You can't go slamming a solid gold phone. The gold will be too soft. You'll dent it. It was more like a bomb rather than a gun. That looks like a bomb wick, not a regular wick. That was a funny wick on it. L'Chaim.
I saw an interesting thing.
We were just talking about L'Chaim in Fiddler on the Roof. It's like salute. Did you switch sides? Yeah. There's something funny about the cake, or maybe that's just a red herring. Hi, Purr. My lion statues.
It was Roth who tried to kill me in my home. It was Roth all along. He acts like I'm his son, his successor.
Is he saying this because he doesn't trust Frito and he thinks Frito's going to tell whoever? Or does he really believe this? One thing I was wondering when he was telling the plan to Frito, if really he's going to have the senator assassinated, congressman, whatever he is.
Old man Roth has never come here, but old Johnny knows these places like the back of his hand. Now watch him, he's gonna
Was
bring
that
the
a
trap.
clue? Is that Michael's guy killing Roth? Yep. So he didn't kill him? Or does he just need it to look like there's an assassination attempt on him and on Michael in order for Michael's plan to work out the way he wants it to work out? Does he come back to finish things? Why didn't he make sure they were finished to begin with, if the goal was death?
I know it was you, Fredo.
So if it was Fredo, then why did he kill Roth? So is that the Presidente resigning? So are the hotels and casinos and stuff that they were going to build there no longer viable?
Al, give me a wet towel.
So he didn't get assassinated.
E per chi la mo pagare?
So is that supposed to be Hyman right there?
Datevi che vi feci un piacere.
That's where the favors start.
Ehi Vito, ma tu sei sicuro che hai riesci di sì?
Non scaldare.
I'm going to make him an offer he
Make an
can't
offer you
refuse.
don't refuse. Don't worry.
Is he going to assassinate him? So he is following him. Is that one of the guns that he was asked to hide? Got the towel wrapped around it to muffle it. Right in the heart. Right in the cheek. Ah, intermission. We've had those before. That means I'm doing pretty good on peeling my oranges. Usually it takes longer. We won't say how long. So we're getting Vito's backstory and about how he got started, but I'm still confused at how Michael figured out that Roth was the one planning to sabotage him. And how did he know for sure that Frito was the one that leaked it, that leaked information? Or is it just all paranoia and there wasn't really any proof for either one of them?
There's someone in between you and your possible superiors who gave the actual order.
Right, yeah, buffer. The family had a lot of buffers.
So when did they end up getting put on trial in front of, or not trial, but a hearing in front of Congress?
Some of my very best friends are Italian Americans. However, Mr. Chairman, at this time, unfortunately, I
Is this the same one that tried to screw him?
A man named Virgil Salozzo. You deny this?
Yes, I do.
Is it true that in the year
But it is
1950
true.
you devised the murder of the heads of the so-called five families in New York to assume and consolidate your nefarious power?
It's a complete falsehood, Mr. Quested.
It's true. I've gotten to the point in the movie where I can't keep track of things. I can't remember what we thought had happened to Tangelo. And part of my problem might be the going back and forth in the timeline. I knew Roth hadn't died.
Help me out with anything you can tell me now.
Frito.
Pick up Pentangeli, that's all I can tell you.
Pentangeli? Thought it was Tangelo.
I don't want to know you or what you do. I don't want to see you at the hotels.
Cutting ties.
I don't want...
More people in a ball game here. Hey, that's Willie Chasey.
Are they going to try an assassination attempt before this happens?
This committee will come to order.
So that's apparently somebody Pentangelo knows.
I'm going to find out what the hell happened here. All right, this committee is now adjourned. The witness is excused.
Gosh darn it.
Michael, I'm not going back to Nevada. I brought the children to say goodbye to you.
She's leaving him.
I want you to know.
You will?
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
Just a little controlling.
Don't you know me? Don't you know that that's an impossibility, that that could never happen? That I'd use all my power to keep something like that from happening?
Yep.
You'll be glad I stopped you now.
Trying to gaslight her now.
I'm gonna change. I'll change.
No, you won't. You would have done it by now.
Strength to change.
And there wouldn't be a third movie.
You'll forget about this miscarriage.
I wouldn't bring another one of your sons into this world.
Oh, that's going to send him over the edge.
Not with this Sicilian thing that's been going on for 2,000 years.
Well, he turned into that guy that he didn't like his sister being with. Speaking of which, whatever happened to that lady and that guy? So did Vito remember what his last name was? Is that what we're getting ready to see? Was Tomasino the one that helped Michael when he came over? So this is the guy that killed his father and brother at the beginning.
Vito Corleone. Ti pigliaste un nome di sto paese, ah? Sto paese, come si chiama? Io si chiama Antonio Mandolini.
Okay, so he does remember. Oh, Mama's dead. So is Frito now dead?
Michael, please, I want to talk to you.
She's gonna beg for Frito's life?
If anything in this life is certain, if history's taught us anything,
death is certain.
It says you can kill anyone.
You were always interested in politics, history?
Is Tom there to kill him?
Talking about Hitler back in '33.
The Corleone family was like the Roman Empire?
It was once.
The Roman Empire fell.
Unless they went home and they killed themselves, then nothing happened.
He's gonna plant it in his head for him to kill himself. So a pool on one side and a lake on the other. I don't know if I ever noticed that before. Please don't tell me they're putting Anthony up to killing Roth.
Hey, Frankie, come on out. Let's play some hearts.
Oh, Frankie and Roth are going to be in the same area?
Frankie?
Or no? No. Frankie just killed himself. Now, who was that guy? Is he going to be killed? Since he's not in Vegas, apparently. Or Reno. It just feels like there's a lot of paranoia with Michael. And he's turned into the thing he hates, or hated. So Sonny's dad, Frito's dad, is trying to remember what other brothers. Connie's resigned to being part of the family. My batteries are getting ready to die in my ears. So, real quick, I don't know if I reacted much or not. I tried to remember to talk out loud. I did like it better than the first one, but I was still pretty confused with a lot of it. And I think I would have done better if they'd done it more like a prequel and then oh, Fangs is in the condo. Um, I was trying to figure out what those eyes were. If they had done like a prequel with Vito's story and how he got into where he was, and then done the current story with Michael, I I think they were trying to draw parallels and or perpendiculars. Maybe it was how they did things differently or viewed things differently. Michael just seems very paranoid from the get-go, though. So I don't know if he's always had a legit reason, quite legit reason for killing somebody. And I know he's not. I think part of the reason for showing Vito's story was to show that he's not following in Dad's footsteps and the fact that he did have Frito killed. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all will straighten me out on it like you did with the first one. I am almost done with the oranges. I have one more orange after these two wedges. So that tells you how long it takes me to do my orange prep. And this was actually faster than usual for me. I've got Godfather Part 3 on the way. Well, it's on the list. I'll put it that way. It's supposed to be on the way. They actually sent me the proposal instead of Part 3. So what I will probably, I'll get, I'll get this edited and get it up as soon as I can. Last orange, yay! It's actually a mandarin. Uh, I'll get this up as soon as I can. It does take a while to edit, though, especially 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I don't know when they'll send part three, so I will watch it when I can. And in the meantime, we'll go from there with everything. And I will probably be even more confused in the third one, just to warn y'all. But hey, I can check it off my list. I've been trying to keep Letterboxd updated as far as what I have seen. There's still a lot of movies I've seen that's not on there. But if you want to make any recommendations, you can take a look at what I've already got checked off at the very least and kind of go from there. You can put recommendations on Discord. If you do go to Discord, make sure to check the little checkbox at the bottom of the rules, and then you can get access to the self-assigned to then find the different areas for movies, TV shows, the acrylic pouring, music reactions, all that kind of stuff. So, thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.